What's going on, everyone? So today we have to talk about Baby Doge. So we're just going to go over the basics right now with Baby Doge, from the technical analysis to what we got going on in Baby Doge, as well as Bitcoin. We're also going to go ahead and look at some of our holders. We're going to look at our price increase for the week, and we're going to look at a few stuff on Twitter, as well as going over my Baby Doge farming journey and going over the ongoing burning process of Baby Doge. And we're just going to look at some of the money inside of Baby Doge swap. So we're just going to go over Baby Doge as a whole. But yeah, definitely hit that like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. Definitely check out my other channel, Marsellis Travels. But let's get straight to it. So let's talk about Baby Doge. Now, we had this whole wedge right here, right? And we ended up breaking out of it. So yes, we did end up going above this resistance, and that was at 9Z9, right? If you look over here, we're at 9Z934, and that is for CoinGecko, but I guess it's a little bit off here. But right now, we're currently at 9Z894, so we're a little bit lower than what we were before. But what we are seeing right now is that we're having a little bit of a support area, so it's not wanting to go anywhere down below 9Z87 or 9Z80 really. So that's really what we're using as our support. Now, whether or not we could actually get all the way up here to 9Z9, back up to 9Z90, and really, let's just say 8Z1. Like, we don't even have to say 9Z9. Just 8Z1. Like, if we can get back up there, that is the goal right now. But as you can see here on the oscillator, it is showing we are starting to get some buying pressure coming back in. All this down here on that bottom side is all selling pressure. So now you're starting to see that buying pressure coming back in for Baby Doge. So hopefully we can get a little bit more buying pressure, because if you look at this, we've really been going on a little bit of an uptrend for like the past week. And that's good because, going into Christmas, maybe people are buying Baby Doge for Christmas presents. And I know Christmas is already over, but now we're going into the New Year's. So typically during holidays, like, people like to go crazy. They get Christmas gifts, they get Christmas money, New Year's gifts, and sometimes make a New Year's resolution, and maybe that New Year's resolution is to go harder on crypto. So there's always that possibility that we start to get more buying pressure, and that could be exactly what brings us out of this area here, because we've been stuck inside of this area for a pretty good long time now, since like the 17th of December, and right now it's the 30th of December. So hopefully we can get out of this area soon, get past 8Z1, because that's where our next resistance is for us. So we really need to get past 8Z1 up here. Now, moving on from there, we also have Bitcoin. You can also see the technicals here for Bitcoin. So right now you can see on the oscillator, it's showing that we had a good buying pressure, right? So these green waves are good buying pressure. And then we had a bearish signal because the buying started to slow down. So this was the good buying pressure, right? And then the buying slows down and we hit a resistance point. This resistance point is now throwing up a bearish signal for us. And the resistance point is all the way up here at 16.6K. So that's why we stopped here. And now there's a bearish signal because we're having less buying. So we had this bullish signal coming up from here. There was a bullish signal as it was going down. The selling started to slow down here. And then the end of the bullish signal was right here on the oscillator. And then that's why you're seeing this go bullish. But now we're seeing the same thing, but on a bearish side. So now we're having this bearish signal. So just like here, maybe it'll go up a little bit higher, but then after that, we're going to get a sell-off. And that sell-off is probably going to end up bringing us back down to 16.5K, possibly even back down to 16.4 and below that. So let's go ahead and look at the 4-hour chart to see exactly how far this could possibly go down. Now, we've already had a bearish signal on the 4-hour chart, right? And you can actually see it down here on the oscillator. So what it's showing us on the oscillator here is that there's this bearish signal, and it was actually because we are having less and less buying. The buying slowed down, selling starts to speed up, but it kind of already hit a plateau here for the 4-hour chart. Now you're starting to see a little bit of a green wave here forming up on the oscillator. So it's showing that there is high activity right here, right now. So whether or not you want to think it's high buying or high selling, I'll leave that up to you. But typically, whenever we see like a large selling area and a bearish area before that, we typically get another selling wave after a little bit of a buying wave, which I mean, like back here, we had this selling wave, right? And then we had a little bit of buying pressure coming in, and then we had an even bigger selling wave. So I think we might have that possibility to have more buying pressure coming in, right? Possibly even getting us all the way up to 18K possibly, but then bringing us right back down. So even if we do get past 16K to 17K, I still believe eventually it's going to bring us back down. Obviously, we're not out the recession, so any temporary bullish movement is going to be, like I said, temporary. And also, look at my video title from the other video, like my previous video. I mentioned bearish or bullish. yeah, it could be bullish in the short term, maybe a week, maybe two, maybe it lasts for a month, but it's not going to last all 2023. Like 2023, like I said, it's going to be some pain, but we could see a temporary bullish run, but it's going to immediately be stomped out by some selling pressure and then bringing us back down. So, like I said, we could become bullish soon, but we're more than likely going to become bearish. So I'm just preparing for this and just letting you all know that's what I think. But remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. It's just what I think could have possibly happened. And I still believe inside of the $10,000 Bitcoin. I know a lot of people don't like to hear $10,000 Bitcoin, but that's where our support is. So I'm going to stick with it. I'm staying with $10,000 Bitcoin. So that's going to be where I'm, staying for until, I don't know, until the foreseen future. But we're going to have to wait for it. Even on the 1 week chart, you can see on the oscillator, there's a red selling wave and it actually just started to form up. So we're getting the very beginning of the selling, just like kind of how it happened here from 45K all the way down to 19K. Yeah, that was this selling wave here. And then the selling wave back here, it went all the way from 65K all the way down to 36K. That was this selling wave. And now we're having another one literally forming up in real time right here. Like, let me zoom in really close so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Like this little selling wave here, you can see we had a buying wave, but that's over. Now there's this selling wave forming. And these selling waves, they're typically either this large, this large, this large. We only had small ones back in 2020. So I think right now we're about to have another one of those selling waves. It's not going to be as large as this one or this one, because you can see the selling waves are actually getting smaller and smaller. You can see this one was a little bit smaller and this one was a little bit smaller. So in terms, this one should be a little bit smaller as well, probably only coming down to this level, being slightly smaller than the one that we had back in August. So yeah, the selling wave, we're gonna have to prepare for this. We're gonna have to prepare because from April all the way down to August, that was a lot of selling. And if we endure something like that again, that's gonna bring us far more lower. But I don't think it's gonna be that low because as you can see, the selling waves did start to slow down leading up to here. So our next selling wave shouldn't be as large as these two. So if that's the case, then 10K is on the table. So yeah, I'm still waiting for 10K. But anyways, it's just what I believe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. It's just what I believe personally. But anyways, over here we can see Baby Doge's price is still kind of stagnant, for the day. It's been trading sideways really for a while, but I'm not complaining at all. Like, it's better to trade sideways than downwards, right? And not only is it doing some sideways trading movement, but we're also getting more holders even as we're going sideways. So now we have 1,650,524 holders. So yeah, 1.65 million holders. That is a pretty good amount. And yeah, that's also good. And we're also outperforming Bitcoin here. So this Twitter account here, Crypto Love, they posted this, and it says January 1st, the price of Baby Doge was here, and that is about 8Z1907. Now on December 28th, 2022, we are now at 9Z9559, which is a negative 50% change. But Bitcoin is down more than negative 50% inside of that time period. So yeah, they're pretty much right here, and they're right on point right now. So we're doing fairly good. We're doing better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is down 64% in the last year, whereas Baby Doge is only down 50% in the last year. So we're technically outperforming Bitcoin. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to see. But anyways, we now have $27.73 million total value locked. We've burned 6.15 trillion inside the last 24 hours, and that's worth $5,600. And we also have over here 200.6 trillion, or six. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. 200.6 quadrillion burned in the total lifetime, which is $183 million. Like, that's a lot. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at my farming journey, because I forgot to do that in the last video. So my farming journey here, yes, I'm still farming here with Baby Doge Swap, and I'm really trying to get some more in. But like I said, I'm still out here inside of Brazil, so I still need my money to travel. But when I get back to the United States, I'm definitely going to be putting more money inside of Baby Doge, or inside of more money in Baby Doge and more money inside the staking for Baby Doge Swap. So I'm going to be putting more inside of my staking. So yeah, that's all well. And yeah, I'm just going to wait until I get back because I need to get some more money. I've been spending a lot of money out here. Just had a $28 meal, which is 148 Brazilian AIs, which is a lot of money. But if you want to see that video of me going to that Brazilian steakhouse, go ahead and subscribe to my other channel, Marsellis Travels. The link will be in the description and inside the comment section. So definitely check that out. But anyways, this is pretty much what I got here for my staking journey. I will be putting more in. And now we are at rank 136 for DeFi Llama on the DeFi exchange list. So yeah, we're doing pretty good, 3% up in the last 7 days. And you can see Shiba Swap has been moving up. They have 23.62 million locks at rank 155. So yeah, we're still ahead of Shiba Swap. We got to stay ahead. Shout out to the Shiba Army, all right? But we have to stay ahead of y'all. But yeah, shout out to the babydoge Army as well. We got to stay ahead of Shiba Swap. But anyways, this is pretty much all I got for you all today. Definitely go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. And also check out my other channel, Marsellis Travels. Link inside of the description. And as always, I'll be back with another video.